Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Panch.
Woohoo! Who here would like to meet your future self? There you go. Once upon a time, I was haunted by this question: is there all there is to life? And when I had this question, it was a time where I was in existential crisis. I had hit rock bottom. And I'm asking myself, should I live or should I leave? I was so lost, and I was thinking that I was dying. Little did I realize that I was awakening. That moment of awakening, I realized that the dying part was my inner child, filled with insecurities, fear, and lack of self-worth. And the awakening was my higher self, who was all about self-worth and self-love and joy, and at my core. Interestingly, when I was going through this phase, my desperation led to my inspiration. And I went through this metamorphosis journey. Have anyone been through that? You know, there's this saying, the caterpillar thought it was dying, it became a butterfly. Boom! Something radically shifted for me. Because I chose to live behind everything that I had. I landed in Australia with a suitcase and just hope. I knew nobody, I knew nothing about anything here. They started my journey. And at that time, I met someone and I was telling her, hey, you know what? I'm just here rock bottom. I don't know where to start. And she goes, aren't you lucky? You've got a blank canvas. You can draw whatever you want to draw. And I'm like, wow, that's an amazing narrative, right? Boy, oh boy, I drew the most incredible picture of my life. Long story short, I just look back at my life, what a quantum shift that was, because when she said, hey, you can draw whatever you want, I'm thinking, hey, this was midlife crisis. And I'm like, where do I have 40 plus years to rebuild my life? That's not happening. I want a quantum jump into my new reality. And in order to do that, I had to shift my identity so that I can collapse time and quantum leap into my elevated reality. Having come through that journey, 10 years since then, I've looked back and I was thinking, there is a method to this madness. And that method I put together called the quantum matrix methodology. Who here is curious to know what that is? Do you want a quantum leap too? Yeah. Quantum can be many things to many people, right? But I see quantum as that expansion, that vastness of things that is just as big as the universe.